What's up, family? This is Pruna, and today we are going to run through a 10-minute full body workout that checks all the boxes of an incredible session. We're going to do 2 rounds of 5 exercises. We're going lower body, upper body, core, cardio, and we're going to finish with mobility. Each exercise is going to be 40 seconds on with 20 seconds rest. I got my fellow coach Gabby with me.
What's up, team?
Gabby is going to show modified versions of the exercise. So if you feel like the movement's just a little bit too difficult, just keep your eyes on Gabby and she's going to show you the way. Now, our weapons of choice for today are our weighted gloves as well as the bands. All right. Now, before we get started, just a couple cues. Always focus on your form and your breathing. Manage your pace. And you know what it is. We always train with purpose and precision, so make every rep count. All right, let's get started. In 3, 2, 1. Exercise number 1 is the kickstand deadlift. We're gonna step back with our right leg. We're gonna touch down, focus on our glute with the left, and we're gonna step through and twist. And we're just gonna get this hinge pattern as well as this lunge in a nice, good rhythm. Breathe. Focus, we're dialed in. I'm literally thinking about that high hip every time I turn, and I'm stepping through, turning my torso, and I'm really feeling that light up. Perfect form, Gabby. And I know right about this time, you should feel it. We got one more rep.
I'm feeling it over here.
Now, next movement. We got our push-ups, our lateral push-ups with the band. This is gonna come around our wrist. Gabby is going to do it from her knees. I'm going to do it from a plank position. So the movement is like so. We're going to do push up, touch the chest, and I'm stepping with my right. Then I'm back home, and I'm doing a straight push up again. I'm going to my left, and we're home. I'm dialed in on my triceps. I'm really feeling that in my shoulders as well, because I'm focusing on that delt, chest, triceps. Notice I'm controlling down and even taking a bit of a side step. I really got to focus on this exercise. This is one of those exercises that is deceivingly tough.
Oh yeah.
Controlling my breath. Think about pushing the earth down. Almost home. We got one more rep. And rest.
Woo.
I like to tell my clients, it's always just you versus you. Control your pace and take a couple mindful breaths between each exercise. Now, we're just gonna focus on hip drops here and flexing at the top. So, no modification needed. We're here. Gabby is gonna drop down here and flex at the top. We're just gonna stay right in this position. Feel those obliques, getting those hips nice and mobile. Breathe. Perfect form. I'm feeding off Gabby's pace, getting a good rhythm, and I'm just dialed in. Excellent. You can see me and Gabby both flexing our abs at the top. This is a great movement to protect yourself from low back pain. And rest. Now, when it comes to cardio, nothing beats boxing. Gabby's an incredible boxer herself. We're gonna throw some hands right here. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna throw a 3, 2, and then we're gonna roll, follow with a 2, 3, and we're gonna roll the other way. And we're just gonna keep this pace. You can see both of us turning our hands over and taking these mini steps, always being balanced and ready to throw. You can hear Gabby breathing with each punch, snapping her shoulders through, punching through the target. And you can change the pace. Gabby might throw a light hook and a hard right hand. Boxing's all about fluidity, rhythm, balance, and rest. Now, you can see our heart rate's up. We train our entire body, but we got to make sure we prevent ourselves from injury. Let's get some mobility. Now, we're gonna sit in a 90-90 position. This is a shin box, 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. I'm gonna put my hands behind me. I'm gonna rotate my hips like so. I'm gonna drive off this knee, get in a bridge position, and I'm gonna reach back. You can see me stretch all of this right here. And then I lower myself and I'm back here. I bridge up and I reach. And we're just gonna go through this pattern right here. This is an amazing way to make sure that our muscles are prime and ready to go. In addition to that, it's great active recovery. It's not always about going just balls to the wall with each rep. Breathe and relax. That is round one. We got one more round and you already got your 10 minutes of movement. Great work. Now, let's focus on the other side. Remember, we just focused on the left leg. Now we're gonna do the right leg. So when she does the kickstand, she's gonna step here. She's gonna step through right there. After that, she lunges like so. Stepping through, kickstand, boom. Twisting the torso, you could see me rotating each time. I'm even exaggerating the hands. You see Gabby's touching that foot to make sure she gets that hinge pattern. When do people normally hurt their backs? It's when they reach for something and all of a sudden they pull their back. Could be a number of things. Lack of core strength, lack of hip strength, hip flexors, glute medius, it all connects. We got one more rep here. Perfect form. And rest. Whew.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling all of it already. Back to the push-ups. Locked in, chest, shoulders. Making it a little dynamic if you're doing it off your knees. Going straight down, stepping to the right. I'm just finding my pace here. You can see me controlling each movement. I think about pushing the earth down and exploding up. You can literally see me lock out at the top. I'm opening my chest. My elbows are at a nice 45-degree angle. Breathe. Had to check the clock because I felt like I've been doing it for an hour already. Almost home. Almost home. One more rep. Rest. Gabby will tell you from being in the ring, these are the reps that count. Your legs are tired, your shoulders are heavy, and now you still got to throw and bang.
That's right.
3-2 row, 2-3 row.
Let's get it.
I know this is the last round. I'm trying to make my punches sharper. I've already been through a round, so I know my timing. I know my pace. I know what I need to do. Don't be afraid to explore a little bit. See different angles. We're almost there, breathe. 15 seconds. You gotta finish strong. Get stronger with each round, each rep.
Let's go, team.
Head off the line. Rest.
Woo.
My shoulders are lit up. My legs are lit up. Let's slow it down. Finish with some mobility. 90-90. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Starting here. Those shin box rotations, I'm opening up my chest. I rotate, pushing off this knee. Bridge up and reach. I'm trying to feel everything open up. Not rushing through any of the reps. I always talk about, if you want to make your workout great, you want to see big results, focus on that mind to muscle connection. You'd be surprised how much better of a workout you're going to get when you're just dialed in to that muscle. I know I want to get those hips loose. Every time you see me press back, I'm focusing on stretching my hip flexor and my lat. It's that feel-good stretch. Let's get one more rep, Gabby.
Whew, I needed that
Game
one.
time. Game time. That is it. So, to wrap up, only took you 10 minutes. Just imagine, if you're just trying to get your momentum going, all you need is 10 minutes of movement. And we did everything, lower body, upper body, core, a little bit of cardio, as well as mobility. Thank you, Gabby.
Absolutely, Coach.
For helping me coach. Make this a staple in your routine, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time, team.
Let's get it.